Nowadays, life is intertwined with technology. Let's figure it out. Welcome to Life, Tech, and Sundry. Hi there. Sorry for butting into the podcast. So, this podcast is brought to you by Anchor. And I just want to promote Anchor for all the listeners out there. What is Anchor, you say? Anchor is free. Okay? Totally free. So don't need to worry about that. What else? Anchor has basically all the creation tools that you'll need and you want to kickstart that podcast that you've been dreaming all this time. It helps it get it on the road. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Anchor takes care of that too. So you just have to create an account, start recording, and edit everything within the Anchor ecosystem. That makes things a lot more easy. Start creating. You can download the app too, may that be on Apple or Android. There's no bias there. If you want to get working on your computer, you can always go to anchor.fm. Again, the website is anchor.fm. Creating your podcast has never been easier. Thanks. Back to the show. Previously on Life, Tech, and Sundry. Richard, hopefully, we can get your design ideas as well.
Oh yeah. I guess we could tease that a little.
You already know.
We're working on a design that Marcos has laid the groundwork for. Mm-hmm. Should be coming out pretty soon.
I'm also
be very spacious, spectacular.
I'm also trying to work with a coat of arms, something like that, like try to make a coat of arms. Right now, 3 designs got approved, copyright and all those things. Yeah. They're super simple, except the first one. I feel like the first one was the original, the podcast one. That one, since it was my original one, it got approved super quickly. Nice. The other 2 were just different fonts and different colors. It was nothing fancy, but because it was so simple, the copyright just went through without an issue.
Yay!
Yes. So I'm trying to put in more designs. And now, back to the show. I'm trying to, Mr. J had a segment that I really want to put into a shirt called, should I spoil it? No, I'm not. I'll save it for later. No, okay, I will.
Save the auction for later when Mr. J is here.
Yeah, I know. And no, I'm going to spoil it. It's called Porcelain Tales.
Porcelain Tales. And what does that entail?
Like, how I have my shower thoughts, he has his porcelain tales. Okay, if I had to have a shirt of mine for shower thoughts, what would it be the idea? Let's brainstorm it right now.
It would be a tasteful nude of you in the shower.
That's not tasteful. There's nothing tasteful about that.
Here's the thing. Your head would be photoshopped onto like the body of the thinker or something. And it'd be the thinker in the shower. Shower thoughts.
Okay, you were thinking much more PG than mine.
Yeah, it's to say it's tasteful nudes of your head photoshopped onto the body of the thinker, that statue, and the thinker is in the shower thoughts.
Okay, what I was thinking of the curtain, the curtain hiding and doing the shadow outline, but of an anime girl or something like that in that thinking pose, and then the shower steam. Shower thoughts.
Shower thought. Oh, thoughts with the THOT.
Yes. That was my idea. Yours was more PG. But with the curtain, with the curtain over, just a shadow outline, and them in the thinking pose.
See, because a friend of mine once got me tasteful, like a tasteful nudes. They were how some people put up like Greek art, like the birth of Venus in their bathrooms, or like angel babies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes.
He for one Christmas he got me a scroll of Hideo Kojima's face onto like I forget the original art, but like some old painting of a naked guy and, like Big Boss in the background. You remember that one?
I'm starting to remember that. It's like slowly coming to me.
Yeah, that
You
one.
try to repress that memory, right?
No, it was great.
I completely forgot.
It was like Kojima in a pensive pose with Big Boss in the background,
Oh
and it was
my
on, like,
god.
a nice paper.
Oh, wasn't it like an underwear? That was like the George Costanza look, wasn't it?
Was it? No.
Okay.
Do you still have it?
I like.
Very nice. Very nice.
Do you still have it?
I do. I still have it. Yeah. I didn't hear you say it the first time. I still have it.
Is it in your bathroom right now, though?
No, it's not. It's not in my bathroom right now. It was in my bathroom before when I lived in an apartment.
Yeah. So, anime?
Yeah. Would you got
Oh, this
anything on the table?
This
Anything you
anime
want to recommend?
It is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
No.
No, we're not. We wish
We're
we were.
sponsored
Hey,
by the
Raid.
merch store.
Raid.
And by the LTS merch store, remember?
Anyway, so what about anime?
Dr. Stone came out today.
Did it?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, keep up this week.
Yo, you want to watch that together afterwards?
You
I
already
already
know. Oh.
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
What about you,
I've already-
Fan?
I already watched it.
Damn.
Okay,
Fan Man
how
said-
about this? Can we
slow.
watch it, but can we watch the last episode first? The last season, like part of it, at
yeah.
least like halfway.
I don't mind. I like the like this-
The disc part.
disc part was really nice and emotional.
Do you have a way to watch it dubbed?
You mean legal.com?
No, Funimation. You have. I think it's already free.
Is it?
Yeah, you
Okay
can,
then.
Yeah, I think
we'll go look it up then.
it's not. This episode's not sponsored by Funimation or Crunchyroll, but by the merch store.
And Raid Legends.
God damn it. You should just bleep them out whenever you edit this podcast.
It's okay. I like it.
You should you should bleep it out so it sounds like you're saying Raid Legends.
I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Euro Camp season 2 is a go.
Is that the animal one?
No,
The
no, it's
girls.
not. It's the one that's about camping. It's such a like peaceful
Slice of
chill.
life.
It's not really slice of life because they go camping.
Do they
I
find
guess it's
bears?
kind of slice of life.
Do they find bears?
Do they find the bears? I don't remember. I think they might have one episode.
Nice.
It's more like a comedy and cute girls doing cute things, but it's really like chill and laid back.
I can get back behind this. I like.
What else? I started up this.
What's it? Jujutsu Kaisen is still going.
Jujutsu Kaisen.
Uh,
Yeah, there you go. I'm waiting for Ragnarok Tales or
How
Oh,
dare you
Ragnar-
call it Ragnarok too?
what was the name of that one?
Ragnarok.
What?
Records of Ragnarok.
Yeah, that one. I want to watch that one.
Ragnarok.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait to look.
Yeah, and then Boku no Hero.
Boku
You mean
no
Boku no Pico?
Boku.
I mean, the season's already over for Boku no Pico, so you already know. Whoever wants to watch that could watch the whole thing in one go.
Yo.
Oh, there's a new Azur Lane anime,
Nani?
right? No.
Second
No.
season also of Promise Neverland is out. I will say though, if this goes to where I think and hope it goes, it's probably the last good arc.
Uh-oh.
That
Yeah.
implies that you've been reading ahead.
It's finished. I've already read it all.
So you're reading ahead of the class.
Yeah,
No, class is just very slow.
that too. I just read ahead. I finished it. Oof.
No.
So yeah, so this, if it goes to where I think it, or at least hope it goes, it's probably going to be the last good arc. And then afterwards, it's just, the quality is just going to dip so bad.
Was it because of COVID that the quality went down?
Yo, the quality's gonna get that drip. It's gonna show up and it's gonna be like, yo, check my drip. It's gonna have the Supreme shirt and that jacket.
You know, the series ended way before COVID, so COVID had no hand in the series.
None of its tentacles.
Yo. No. Not for this kids show. No tentacles.
I like tentacles.
Not at a kids show. Oh, not on a show with kids.
Damn it, I know what you watch. You can't say that.
Konosuba begs to differ with all those frogs and frog tongues. Might as well be tentacles.
He's not wrong though. I mean Fan Man's not wrong though.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought I was right. My bad. I was wrong. I was totally wrong.
I haven't watched Konosuba yet anyways.
What else has come out? We're in the final season of Attack on Titan right now.
Rip in peace. Yeah, that was I haven't started watching this recent season.
Attack on Titan.
Have you read up the manga, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
I'm current on it.
Okay.
Yeah. The manga is going to end, actually. Surprise. It's now been confirmed for April. April will be the last month.
Respect.
Do you remember how originally what's his face wanted to end Attack on Titan with everybody dying?
The creator, yeah.
Do you think he'll do that still?
And everyone got nuked.
He already promised he's not. It's going to be bittersweet or something. It's not going to be a happy ending.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the writers. How influential is the public compared to changing the writers?
It depends on the
plot.
The writer.
Storyboarding.
Depends on the writer.
Yeah. I remember Dr. Stone who told me that they changed the main character midway because of popularity.
Senko
and the other Taiju. Taiju and Senko, yeah. Taiju was supposed to be a main character.
I feel like I heard that just they did that as a fake out kind of thing.
My bad. So it was just marketing. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, no, I heard it was just like they did that like as a fake out thing, but like the real main character is going to be Dr. Stone himself.
Senko from the start. Okay. I appreciate their marketing tactics here. I feel like for us, for anime connoisseurs, as you know, all three of us right now, and Mr. J and Alan and Ed, and everyone basically that I try to, that we talk to. Do you guys feel comfortable enough to call trends or to observe trends for anime?
I think I'm way too out of the seasonal loop to call them.
Just with your years, like what's popular, like
the only trend I saw was the isekai one, which went on for a while. Since
what's SAO, right? 2012. What about the big
Re:Zero? They were the big one.
And Konosuba.
No, it was definitely SAO that sparked the rise of the isekai.
Even though Log Horizon came out earlier, it didn't kick off the isekai thing.
Like SAO was like, yeah, gamers rise up, and then it actually became gamers rise up.
And then we got to the whole thing with reincarnated another started life on iPhone, the slime
with
the spin-off. Yeah,
I don't think Sword Art is as bad as people say it is. I actually enjoy it a fair amount.
It's a product. It succumbs to its qualities. It's both a blessing and a curse, right? It changed up the market just enough to be different, but at the same time, because it was different, it was being made fun at. It became the boot of a joke, and also a meme because it was good. It has good sections, right? At the end of the day, you see you like SAO. I personally liked SAO. I didn't get on the boat for SAO like until 2014, 2016, 2017.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got on the boat for SAO like 4 years later, basically.
For me, without question, the reason I liked SAO was because, like, oh man, I love video games. That was it for me.
Then
It didn't really feel like, like it was like a fantasy game world. It just felt like a fantasy world kind of thing.
It did just feel like a fantasy world, though.
you know which one I liked more, like for isekais? Overlord.
Overlord is a good one.
I heard it is good.
I think my favorite isekai is Grimgar of Ash and
That
Fantasy
one.
and Ash.
If that one's it, when did that one come out? Because remember, SAO is 2012.
2014 it came out. Maybe. Let me look up quick.
Google Kun.
I will say I've only really watched the first season of SAO, but I'd watched it and it just kind of turned me off from continuing just because I didn't really like it.
So season 1, the part where they beat the creator.
Yes.
That's
That
where
whole-
you stopped.
I just didn't like it. And it just kind of turned me off from the rest of the series because it was just like Kirito was basically the Gary Stu of that series, and it was just like there was an entire world of video games that they could have explored, but it's over in like 12 episodes, and it's just like so fun.
I feel like it was
What the new season's gonna go into. So after that writer, like when the author first wrote SAO, he was just doing it as like a hobby, just like short stories. So he never had like a full
Fleshed out
story in
universe.
mind.
Yeah.
Like, oh, these are tidbits. But I agree with you. Like, I was upset.
I agree with you as well.
When we go from like he's level 40 to like level, what was it, 78 now?
Something like that,
Whatever.
yeah. It was like
You skip,
jumping
like-
around.
Oh, when he gets assaulted, right, by the squad of guys, and they're like doing so little damage.
Why did we skip so many floors? I wanted to explore this world. I actually like this world.
There was so much potential, but you know what? My idea is, it wasn't because of the writer. Besides the writer, it wasn't all on the shoulders of the writer, the development team. What was the trend of only having 12 episodes already set before SAO, or
It's not
during SAO?
It's like he wrote them as short stories. The first couple of light
The
novels.
Santa
they
Claus, the Santa special was its own thing, right?
I don't remember.
Mm. And plus, on top of that, I feel like they should have given more
It was
development.
2016, by the way. What is it, Famine?
I feel like they should have given more character development to Kirito. Like, I feel like he
I
was
think
just
they just rushed his development. You just see the like aftermath. You don't actually get to see like him go through it, but he
Yeah.
has development. His whole thing is like, I'm a loner for a justified reason.
Because I
I
don't
tried
want
to open
people
up
to get hurt around me.
because I didn't open up to them right, so I won't open up to anyone else. And Asuna comes around and like, oh, I'll open up to this girl. And they're like him and Asuna have actually have like a, what I would say, like a healthy relationship. It's balanced. They care about each other and support each other.
And this is the Richard psychology corner.
I feel like that's only really developed like after the first season, because the first season doesn't really have much of that. To be honest, when I was watching that, it was like they're just
It
there.
was.
They just
I feel like shonen. The first episodes felt like shonen-y, like a lot of shonen. You need to fight the big boss, and that's where Asuka and Kirito meet when they beat the first boss. And then the girl becomes a team leader, and he becomes a loner, the Dark Knight.
I still think that's dumb. The Black Knight.
The Black
That's
Knight rises.
Like, and that's such a like
Dark
middle
Knight,
school.
sorry.
Like, yeah, it's such a 2D thing. They're like, oh yeah,
A nickname.
oh, all this
I feel like-
edge.
I think Sword Art Online is a good case example to like study of how you should not do character development, like what you need to do to like give your life into your characters.
And you have to keep in mind that Sword Art was not written to be a full story. It was just written
I
as
know.
like, oh, it's fun. little tidbits. Oh wait, this is people like this. Okay, I guess I should make a story from this.
Remember that anime is also just like marketing for the side products, right?
Yeah.
Although,
I feel like they could have just had I feel like this probably could have been a thing where like the anime team could have like gone to the author and like worked with him on like creating like an actual story from reading from his tidbits instead of just like taking his short stories and animating them and being like, hey, what can we continue adding more onto here? Kind of thing.
Again, that's what's happening in the season. that
Season
hasn't come out
3,
yet.
season 4.
The latest season is what's it called?
No, is it Alicization?
No, that's already
Not that one.
Allocation.
It's not Alicization. It is.
And then that spin-off with the little girl, with the little
Gun-Gale?
pink girl, Gun-Gale, yeah. I liked it for the memes. The dub was awesome for that one too. She was a super small girl when in reality she in IRL in that anime, she's a super tall girl. But yeah, no, I'm not personally like me who like I feel like besides me liking engineering and all those things, I feel like another hot pastime of mine, besides of me, the audio stuff and all those things, is to notice trends. I feel like humans like to see trends, right? And I feel like that describes me a lot, like the GPU thing, anime. Now with experience, I feel like it was just it shook up. If it came in at the right time, SAO. Log Horizon came out before it. It had a season 1 had an awesome intro. I'd even say, yeah, I'd say even better than the SAO's intro, season 1.
I really like Crossing Field too as a song.
Mm-hmm.
Log Horizon is the one with the author who pulled a Yoshi, right?
A what?
Yeah,
Yoshi.
I love that.
What did he do?
He pulled a
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
What does that mean?
Yoshi commits tax evasion.
Oh. Is this a meme or actual fact?
It is.
Oh, okay. Really? Oh.
The author actually did commit tax evasion.
Yeah.
But not anymore, right? He paid all his taxes, all his dues.
Went to jail, right?
He went to jail.
But
He didn't want to pay it.
who made season 2 then? Season 3?
The
Isn't season 3
animation
slated right now?
animation studio.
So
Yeah,
it's
they
not
can
gonna. Oh
They
my
can still
god!
technically write its stories. It's just not the main author behind it anymore.
Now that opens up another can of worms. What originally sparked my attention for Grimgar, for SAO, for Log Horizon was not only like the moving pictures, but also that idea, that je ne sais quoi from the writer.
What?
What?
You know what I'm trying to say, like that spark, that creativity of the writer is not going to be there. Has there been examples besides Log Horizon to the writer not be there anymore and still be an awesome story? That the animation team just switches writers?
And it's a lot better.
Yeah, could you yes. Do you have an example? Do you guys have an example like off the top of your head?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
Surely Naruto would have been better if Kishimoto had stopped being the writer.
Before he stopped, where would you guys
If
cut off
only those
Naruto?
fillers were actually good.
Oh, yeah,
only
but
what?
obviously, if only those fillers were actually good.
Yeah. But what did you say about Naruto?
Where would you guys think about cutting Naruto and Naruto Shippuden respectively?
I stopped watching after the tuning exams.
So once the big beasts fight each other, Gaara and the Hokage fights and all those things.
For me personally, I stopped watching.
Period.
Basically, but The author, besides besides writing characters, what he should have done, he should have made the first, like the Naruto, like pre-time skip arcs longer or added more before he did the Chunin exams. Like he should have just had like Kakashi's team just like explore the different worlds first, and then just like every once in a while like meet up with the other groups, and they like explore the world and things like that. Then have the Chunin exams, and then you can do the whole Sasuke retrieval arc and the time skip, and then you would have a better setting with like characters already set up, and then the post time skip is just to like close everything out.
Oh, with Naruto's dad, with Boruto's dad, right?
Yeah.
With Burrito.
Yeah, like pre-time skip, you focus on Orochimaru while you slowly build up the Akatsuki, and then part 2, we now get to face to face with the Akatsuki.
I feel like they did though do. No, wasn't Shippuden? They showed him. No, it was in Naruto, right? Where we see the Jiraiya training with Naruto to do the Rasengan.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was just like, here's the thing. So in Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura go with Kakashi. They do what was supposed to be considered a D rank mission because they were, starting off.
What was his name?
Secret. I don't know, the bridge builder.
Yeah, no, but what was the name? Zabuza.
Yeah, Zabuza. It was originally disguised as a D rank when it turned out to actually be an S rank because of Zabuza and Haku. And so the characters can survive, surprisingly, because, Haku wasn't actually trying to murder them.
Yeah, he was just like a cat just playing with mouse.
Yeah, and so when they come back, it's already at the Chunin exams. We didn't even get like another arc or two before that.
They didn't even try to get a bell again, one of those bells.
Well, the bell was just like a test of friendship kind of thing. It wasn't like the actual goal wasn't to get the goal was to get a bell, but it was to be able to work as a team.
The low-key objective was to not rat out your friends, right? To not let them die.
Yeah, like Kakashi would have failed them if one of them got a bell if they didn't work together.
We never even got to see Kakashi how rough he actually was with other guys, right? Like they said preemptively, he's failed so many others.
They showed it.
Oh,
they kind of showed it. He wouldn't have passed anyone, and he was just like toying with them.
Yeah, he was trying to see it like they would actually rely on each other. He was like, if you guys didn't work with each other, I would have failed you outright. Meaning, the objective of the goal wasn't to get a bell; it was just to work together, whether you passed or failed.
My bad. Yeah, I forgot. That flew over my head. I was stuck with the bells.
But yeah, it should have been. They do the hidden mist arc, then they do 2 more arcs, and then you can go into the Chunin exams.
Where did they start training for walking up the trees?
In the hidden mist.
Isn't
They're
that
trying to learn chakra control?
Yeah, walking on water.
Yeah,
you must control your chakra.
That was before or after Zabuza, right? Or during?
It was during Zabuza.
Oh, that makes no sense. There needed to be more training arc. Well,
see.
Yeah. No. Yeah. And then comes in the guy with the glasses or whatever his name was.
Kibito?
Yeah, the spy.
His ninja info cards?
Check out my ninja info cards.
These are my ninja info cards. So I can write paragraphs of like just how Naruto
you can make a doctorate's
that should be my thesis.
Doctorate's thesis. I can make my thesis out of the market analysis of trends in anime, and you can make it about story itself. Like the plot, like the holes in the plot.
Like one of the big things I would make sure never to do was to make the Sharingan become what it is now, which is very stupid. It should have stayed as the copycat eyes.
It was the thing was that the original Six Paths, right? His girlfriend died because of his mom, and because of his emotions, right?
What?
He got to right. Wasn't it? We saw that originally in Shippuden, right? That the six path sage had like the what was it, the one that can bring back the dead or and then his
Pain.
yeah no remember the six path sage, right? And his the entire arc, the filler arc about him and his mom, right?
Filler.
That was filler, or was that story plot?
Okay, hold on. The Sage of the Six Paths, they introduced them. They also introduced that his mom was Kaguya,
Alien.
and that his two sons are basically the original reincarnations of Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah. But we see with the six path sage, isn't that the six path sage? The one of them is the six path sage,
Yes.
and they had the entire incident with the tree, again sucking on that chakra, and his girlfriend died. Right, the six path sage's girlfriend died, and he got emotional, and his eyes changed.
I don't remember that part, but
I feel like that's why the Sharingan was cursed, because the six path sage got emotional.
well, I could probably say that was probably something that the author put in afterwards.
Yes. As an explanation, yes, I agree.
Because he didn't even have to make the Sharingan change like that. He could have just made
The copycat was awesome.
the Sharingan you just do is like it reads your opponent's movements to be able to read fast, and you can copy abilities, and then you just keep it at that. And just as the person gets stronger, they just unlock all three eyes, which still lets them copy any. So level 1, you could only copy certain level 1 abilities,
The
level 2 abilities.
stuff, yeah.
Level 1 crook, level 30 crook, level 100 boss.
Yeah. And you just keep the Sharingan at just copycat abilities. That way it doesn't become stronger than Byakugan, and Byakugan doesn't get forgotten.
Yeah, Byakugan was basically the super powered. It couldn't copy, but it can read chakra, right?
Yeah, you can see the chakra inside people's bodies, so you can block it off, and it gives you 360 vision. Its limitation was that little, well, it wasn't the complete 360. It was like a 350. It was like a 10-degree angle. That was a blind spot.
Yeah. Salutations, Marcos here. This is a message to all the listeners out there. There are links in the show notes for our Twitter, email, and even show notes. Any questions or ideas for the podcast can be sent via these links. Now, back to our regularly scheduled podcast. And then, what was the whole thing with the thing about the Sharingan evolving, right? Having to kill your best friend, that was unnecessary, right? In your opinion?
Yeah, that was just kind of dumb. Because it just started you kill your friend, unlock other things, and it becomes more powerful. It's just
the entire Itachi arc would have been unnecessary of him getting emotional.
Mm-hmm.
But his entire story arc of him having to kill his family would still fly, right? With him, the whole him killing his best friend would have nothing to do with it. In your opinion?
Well, he had to kill his whole family and clan because they were planning an insurrection. He was like, I don't want.
He was.
Fatman said, "Insert."
He believed in the Leaf Village. That's why he had to choose sides.
Yeah, he basically killed his whole village to keep the village safe.
Yeah.
And then that whole thing and
all right, you did that all for the village. I'm gonna go destroy the village now. Only to a few chapters later be like, all right, I'm gonna become the fifth Hokage.
Management is bad. I'm gonna be the president now.
God, he went from I'm gonna avenge my clan to
he's an avenger. Yeah.
I'm gonna protect the village now.
Because he understands. He learns.
No.
He
never learns.
It's bad writing.
It's bad writing.
Just can't.
At least Naruto stayed the same through the whole series. I'm gonna be Hokage.
Yes and no.
What?
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 So you remember how in Naruto was always like, that's when he fought against Neji. Destiny isn't set in stone. You can fight against destiny.
Yeah, fight the power.
Destiny, it's all about hard work. And then in Naruto Shippuden, it turns out he's the reincarnation destined to be the greatest.
I am the greatest.
Look, you just got lucky. That's all.
Because of the whole Nine Tails things, or because he looked like the guy. What do you mean?
He was apparently the reincarnation of one of the sons of the Sage of the Six Paths, who are apparently destined to always be the greatest, to have
one of the sons? I mean, all ninjas had that power to control chakra. Wasn't that the whole reason that the plant wanted to, suck them all up?
So, no. So the Sage of Six Paths had two kids, right? Indra and Ashura.
Yeah. I don't remember those guys.
Yeah, it's the two sons of the Sage of the Six Paths. Apparently, those two sons, when they died, they were reincarnated again as Madara and Hashirama, who were apparently destined to always fight, but to always be they're destined to be polar opposites.
So was Hashirama going to be technically the one that created the village, the most powerful?
Yeah, along with Madara, but it was always fated that one of them is going to be always good and the other one's going to be supposedly on the bad side, hence this Hashirama and Madara, and then reincarnated again as Naruto and Sasuke. So they were reincarnations.
Where was he related to Hashirama? It didn't matter the family line or the bloodline, or for
Hashirama. It didn't really matter the bloodline. It was just they were just reincarnation destined. Spirits.
Yeah. I got you there. So yeah, you're right. He threw out that entire ideology that your destiny isn't written in stone.
Yeah. And on top of that, remember the whole prophecy thing with Jiraiya?
Jiraiya is that he had the I don't remember. Fudge, no.
The whole thing was Jiraiya was supposed to train a ninja of great, who was going to become one of the greatest.
He trained 3 that were not 1 but 3 that were going to be the greatest. That were the greatest.
Yeah. Naruto was one of them, but it was a prophecy. It was a prophecy told to him. Yeah, so that's still technically destiny.
He trained his dad, Naruto's dad, Minato.
Yeah, Minato, Pain,
he trained Pain,
Naruto.
He didn't train Kakashi though, right?
No.
Okay.
Kakashi was trained by Minato.
Okay. Yep.
Can we use the substitutive principle to say that Jiraiya trained Minato?
He did.
In a way.
I mean, Jiraiya trained Kakashi.
I was
sense.
And then I was like, wait a minute.
No, that's why I said yes. He did train though Minato. Didn't Minato also train Obito by that?
I somehow understood you were trying to say Kakashi.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why are you agreeing? The statement is true.
It's interesting that I knew exactly what Richard meant, even though he said the wrong thing.
Yeah,
that man knows me all too well. That's why he's gonna let me parade around my Coronet body pillow at the next convention in his convertible, with his hood down as we blast.
What are you gonna blast? What music?
We're blast Vinman.
Gas. I'm gonna step on the gas tonight.
No. Stop it before we get copyrighted.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But so then this was a back to the Naruto's conversation. Yeah. So I feel like the writer was I wouldn't say not cursed, but doomed to fail because of the length of the story. He had to contradict a lot of his original storylines.
I don't think he was doomed to fail. I just don't think he
just didn't have a proper plan.
Very good planning or story structure.
How long was Naruto? 1999 or 95?
99.
And then the manga. What about the? This is anime. What about the manga itself?
I feel like that was the manga.
Oh, whoops.
Naruto started in
94. I'm 93. The manga.
That
No
is-
way. No way.
no, that's too early.
You looking
The
this up? You want me to look it up?
1999, September
Okay.
20, and it ended in 2014.
The manga.
Yeah.
99. 2010. That's 11 years plus another 15 years.
But it was just like, here's the thing from what the author originally said. I will say without a doubt, when he first was coming up with the idea of Naruto,
Yes.
they asked him, "What kind of story do you want to make?" And he was just like, "I don't know. I just want to write about two kids who are gonna fight, and I want giant monsters."
Oh.
So he knew from the very beginning he wanted Naruto and Sasuke to fight, and he wanted giant monsters, aka
And
the Nine Tails.
they fought in Naruto the first
Yeah.
time, and then they fought again the second
They-
time.
Yeah, but he was like from the beginning he had no idea what kind of story it was gonna be, and he
Okay.
was just like, "Yeah, ninjas are cool," and he just wrote about ninjas.
I feel like it's the civil war brothers. What are those two stories? Remember,
What's
one
up?
was one was Confederate and one was You know which two brothers I'm talking about, right?
No, we don't. What? Can you elaborate?
No.
In the
What?
in the Civil War, there were two brothers, right? That were landowners in the South and technically in the North. One went for the Union, and the other one went for the Confederacy Army. Does that?
He lost.
Yeah, and technically his brother, I think the Confederacy Army brother died, and the Union brother stayed with the lands. And there's like a curse. I don't know if it's the Beauregard. I don't know if you guys have heard about that story.
Nope.
I've seen it in cartoons like Scooby Doo and all those things. I don't know how true that is.
I don't know how true it is either.
Why?
There's a lot of weird like curses, I guess.
That's
Sure. Southern
Just like-
America.
It's like
Southern
how
US.
cursed Naruto's story is.
Just like how cursed what?
Just like how cursed Naruto's story is.
Yeah, just like how cursed. Oh, no
You know what
offense. It's just the perfect time to say this. Just like how cursed your mom is.
But what I'm so there's I feel like for earnings, right? They did a lot of they got a lot of money with the story with Naruto, branding, marketing, all those things, the movies. Do you think they're still with Boruto, right? And then you said they went back in time, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, because they knew Naruto's too popular.
It's like Boruto is Taiju and then Senku is Naruto, right?
Wait, what? What happened in Boruto?
They traveled. Boruto traveled back in time to meet his dad as a
He
kid.
was. The hell?
Huh?
Why?
The hell?
Because why not?
It's anime.
Who's writing Boruto, by the way? It's not Kishimoto, right?
No,
It's Kishimoto-san.
he's like minor. He's like giving them like story beats, like how Toriyama does with Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
He just gives them, like an idea of like what the story should be, and that's it.
How many times do I have to teach you an lesson, old man?
But yeah, no, that I mean, we I feel like again like loyalty branding, right? There's an untapped resource that people can still keep using, right? For Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Like you said, Bleach is coming back, right, as well?
Yeah.
And then One Piece is still, I'm gonna retire, and One Piece is still not gonna be. It's still gonna be running.
Oh, it's actually getting near to the final arc, apparently, from what I've heard.
Nani?
Yeah.
Consider me educated. I didn't know. I forgot. I can't believe that's newsworthy.
Yeah, they've been. Oh my gosh, where have you been for the past few weeks?
I forgot. I think I think I forgot. But yeah.
The author's saying that like after the current arc that we're in, Wano, he's gonna start gearing up for like the final arc.
You said
Or at least-
Guano.
So, yeah, get ready.
get excited.
One Piece might be coming to an end very, very soon.
Okay, consider me enlightened. But yeah, so again, these I don't know if you guys knew that the market for anime right now, a hearsay or whispers in the wind from a family member said that it's dying down in Japan itself. That's a whisper in the wind brought to you by Rich. But yeah, I've been hearing that from them that anime is dying down over there in the homeland in Japan, but it's ramping up around the world.
Hmm?
So they're saying like this is also another observation of the economy style, the culture, tradition, the tradition that how Japan still tries to make its things for the Japanese market, and the Japanese market is not reciprocating compared to the world. Even though the world there's like, I feel like Crunchyroll could have could have taken over the entire market, except for what was the name of the company that made Spirited Away?
Ghibli?
Ghibli, yeah. Like I feel like Crunchyroll could have brought every one of those animation studios into one banner for the international market, but because of politics and all those things, culture over there, it just doesn't want to make stuff for the international market, even though the international market keeps like, give me more, like me, my cat girls, give me more.
Oh, Miyazaki does hate anime.
What? Yeah, I've heard he wants to be Disney.
Oh, can't be Disney if you don't have an international market.
Exactly, Disney understands that.
Yeah.
That's like one of the most.
It's that the Japanese are less interested, and not that it's simply that there are more Western consumers now.
I mean, look at your market. The world versus Japan. Japan is a smaller market. It's a lucrative market, but nothing. It's a drop in the bucket compared to the entire world.
I'm saying, is it really that Japan has started like, I don't know, losing interest in anime, or is it more that compared to the increase of interest from Westerners, it has comparatively, it makes it seem like there are less folks in Japan.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, you're right. You got a point there. I didn't think about it that way.
Because Japanese fans are very passionate. They will always consume, but they're simply, like you said, it's a
very
greater,
niche.
vastly greater pool of consumers.
That it looks like it's not growing anymore, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I didn't understand that part.
I have an idea I want to bring up. Not an idea, a theory. It could be a correlation and not a causation. Remember how they've been saying for a while now that the birth rate of Japan has been decreasing dramatically? That there's now less people getting married, having kids, and all that?
Help them out.
I've been hearing sayings, words in the wind for you to elaborate with you, that they're trying to use social media and allegedly AI to pair up people over there. It's like, oh, they have this in common. They can probably, slide into their DMs and slide their phone numbers.
Prime Minister Marcos Ave, Darling in France, ain't gonna release Japan's declining birth rate.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So going back to the fall in birth rate, so could it be a possibility
of Japan, Shinzo Abe, something isn't going to increase Japan's declining birth rate?
So could it be that with Japan's declining birth rate, that means there's less kids around? That means technically the target audience of Shonen Jump is technically decreasing?
The pool itself. Yes.
You just say Shonen Jump represents all of anime consumed in Japan.
It's a heavy hitter though, a heavy contender.
It's what they always try to advertise towards, like 12-year kid boys is what they always try to aim for as their demographic.
Yeah,
so
because
just in general, less kids around. In general, with the falling birth rates, there's just less of a technical audience.
Look over here how we grew up with watching a bunch of branding for G.I. Joe, Star Wars stuff, Legos, and the girls' Barbies, right? Like, let's say that's a Shonen Jump for G.I. Joe. What else?
Back up.
Hot Wheels.
Did you just call Legos Let Goes?
No, Legos. Let's just say that Shonen Jump is like all of those G.I. Joes, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, all those. Like over here, there was a bunch of marketing for toys, not that much for maybe Batman, the animated TV show back in the day, but not that or magazine. Oh, the 80s. The 80s must have been crazy with all those comics. I didn't. In my family, I didn't grow up with watching a lot of comics. I saw that in TV, but
you read comics, you don't watch them.
Yeah, but you know what I'm trying to say, like Shonen Jump or DC, Marvel. I feel like that's what connects more over here with that demographic that grew up with DC and Marvel. We just got influenced because of the movies. And Japan, their main sellers are the heavy hitters is Shonen Jump and what's the girls one? Mike. Is there? No, over there in Japan.
Yo,
like the girl. Let's just go slice of life. Or what's the adult anime manga over there? There's a name for it, like Shonen
Seinen.
Shoujo. Yeah, all those things.
I got Shueisha.
I don't know if you guys heard about this manga called, and I don't know if it has an anime, Banana Fish.
It does.
Yes.
Well, that series came out in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
It came out not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows that were way too
scandalous.
Yeah. At the time. To come out, made it back in the day, like Parasite. And Banana Fish was a little too gay for the conservative Japan of the 90s.
On TV, but manga, it was like hot, like it was like the 50 Shades of Grey of its time.
Yeah,
but on manga
was a little less restrictive with those kind of themes.
Yeah, and over here, it was in the 90s. What was popular in the 90s for us as kids of the 90s? Gundam.
Go.
Batman, the animated series.
Static Shock, can't forget that.
Digimon, Pokemon, but that are not of Japanese influence. What was popular in the US specifically?
Non-Japanese influence.
Yeah,
all that.
Batman,
guy,
G.I. Joe,
Static. Transformers is Japanese technically.
It was animated and made by a Japanese company, but it was full on American consumer in mind.
My bad.
It was directly targeted for American audience.
Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels didn't have anything in the 90s, did they?
No, it was the 2000s, right? That series or movie.
Yo, you mean the Hot Wheels movie, Highway 35?
Yeah.
I watched that movie with like the music changed into.
It was bad. It was good, but then bad.
That movie was so bad, but it was a lot of fun watching it with like Initial D music.
Oh.
So it's regular music.
But you can tell the trend, right? Like there wasn't that much variety of like, obviously just for girls and for boys.
You had like Scooby Doo and you had Looney Tunes and you had.
But not like Banana Fish or. Well, you had X-Men, right? X-Men and all those things.
Yeah, you had X-Men, the Thundercats. You had Captain Planet.
I thought that Thundercats was Japanese.
Thundercats was not Japanese.
My bad. I was wrong. But yeah, that's my theory. Like, there is much more content. Obviously, I'm not that in-depth knowledgeable in the comic world. There probably is a bunch there for the American market, but compared to Marvel or DC, I haven't heard that much personally.
Well, Marvel and DC kind of did lose its flair for a while, like in the early 2000s, around there.
See, I didn't know that.
From
What-
like the, I'm just saying, like just from what I've seen, because
They had to
the
sell off their most popular IP.
yeah, in order to survive, and mostly Marvel. It wasn't
Yeah.
until the movie Iron Man came about and its success that kind of revitalized everything now.
It was the X-Men movies.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, from Fox, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, see what I'm trying to say? Like, manga was much more. There was a much more variety. And then the '80s with the manga, the anime, the one that everyone talks about,
Manga.
Akira, and then Akira happened and all those things.
You mean like in like storytelling, like the type of stories that were being told? Is
Yeah,
that what you
there
mean?
was a bunch of stuff going on in the manga universe in Japan.
But so was there with like the Silver Age of comics.
When
Like
was the
during that
Silver
era?
Age?
That during that era, like the 80s, 90s.
Did it get Oh yeah, JoJo got influenced by the US, right?
Yeah, the author is he's a Western weeb.
The Western.
Well, how would you call those? Not a Western wave. There should be another word.
The Westophile.
There you go, Westophile. A West Side, a West Sider.
West Side?
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Life imitates art, right? And then art imitates life.
And then art imitates Marcos because Marcos is life. I think we should end it on that note.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to cut off the anime zone.
Marcos is love. Marcos is life.
So anyway, going back to Naruto,
Do it for
So, I
Marcos.
could talk for hours on how bad Naruto is and how much you could fix it.
I feel like we should do that in an exclusive special episode of how we rant and like Naruto.
Oh, and then I
Sure.
could do another special 3-hour segment of Fairy Tale all on its own.
Yes, more content, not video. Are you guys okay with miking with over the internet like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down for that. But you guys know that I'd like to put it on the calendar.
Would they?
I mean, I'll text you guys the calendar invite, and you'll
Wait,
get the email.
I would enjoy the Fairy Tale one. I have not watched Fairy Tale.
That's okay. You're not missing out.
I've been made very, very, very painfully aware.
What about SAO though,
I've already said everything I needed to say about Isaiah.
or Naruto?
I could say a lot of things about Naruto.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
And start and end with, and then I dropped it because of this one thing.
And then you hit it with the people's elbow across the temple.
And for Naruto and Fairy Tale, I kind of wish we have Animal on these because we could go back and forth, the two of us, of how bad it was and how much needs to be fixed and just all the dumb things that happen in it.
You just gotta get him and to answer my messages. It's like he's scared of me. He's in hiding.
He's in hiding. What happened to him?
Ah,
He's hiding. Poor boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
we need to get him out of his shell again.
I feel like we need to incite him with a bit of honey in a jar and get his hand stuck in the jar.
Oh, cat girls too. He's also a big fan of cat girls.
There we go. He's a brother of arms. Of cat girls, I mean.
Yeah, but if we end up doing that and we somehow get him on, just so you know, it's just gonna end up being the two of us just ranting for hours.
And I welcome that with open arms.
Yeah.
I'll occasionally chime in and then be quiet and just listen. This is me observing animal in his natural environment, and then just hear him in the distance with you ranting.
No, we both be ranting. We'd be like, "Oh my god, you remember that part?" And then this, "Oh my god, they should have just done this and this and this." That this part didn't make sense. And
Maybe that time skip.
And then the time skip. Yeah.
God, there'd be more to even talk about there.
Oh,
I feel like they just wanted to jump on One Piece bandwagon jump skip. But
For
no,
one-
that's story. a story for another time.
Way, yeah. Like around that time, they were doing time skips. A lot
What
of
other
shonen.
series? Yeah, what other series?
So it was like Fairy Tail, it was One Piece, it was Naruto, it was Bleach. All of
Bleach.
them for
Yeah.
years, they were doing time skips.
They were. Let's do an analysis of what did they all belong to Shonen Jump, the series that did time skips.
Yes,
Well, time skips are hype. But like,
but you got to do them properly. Like Fairy Tail's time skip made no sense. There was no reason.
Okay, no, we're getting into too much fairy tale. Let's bring it back in. Bring it back in. That's the fairy tale episode of the podcast later on another
Sure.
episode.
It kind of made sense, but there wasn't too much progress to like properly show that the time skip actually had an effect.
Believe it.
One Piece did, and there was a reason for it. Like after everything that happened in One Piece, they showed why they needed the time skip. Naruto was just a half and half. Bleach, I don't know. I just heard. I think there was a time skip. I heard. I don't know.
Let's if anything, I'll share in the links, like a super summary of each one of these series, so we can like a 14-minute video that explains the series, and then the jump time skips, and then we can talk about that instead of watching the entire series, all of these series.
Here's a quick super summary of Naruto. It's about a very loud boy who wears an orange jumpsuit. He's a ninja, and he's trying to save his very best friend, who's possibly secretly his lover.
They just don't know how to. You're not wrong. They just don't know how to express their feelings.
Oh, they expressed it alright. It was in the first 3 episodes.
Oh yeah, they kissed, right? And that's how the entire series of Naruto happened, because they kissed.
Yeah.
Unknowingly, Naruto was a good kisser, and then Hinata got jealous. Hinata is a yaoi fan.
What is surprising? Sakura's also into that too.
the link for the story about the family who survived at sea. There you go.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch that. Okay, so I feel like this is a good segment to close the podcast.
Cool.
This is Marcos Lopez signing out. Mike,
Peace.
The fan man still ranting about Naruto.
and he will never stop. And I like it.
It's like the second biggest disappointment next to Fairy Tail.
Extra thick!
And then there's Richard, of course, you can't forget about him.
Te queremos dar gracias por acompañarnos en esta maravillosa tarde. Hasta la próxima.
Peace.
And everyone from Life Tech and Sundry, peace out. Have a good evening. Have a good day. Have a good time. Bye-bye. Hi there. Thank you for tuning into the LTS podcast. All the notes and more can be found in the description. By the way, we have a social media page where content is posted regularly. Feel free to reach out at us through there or via email. Both are found in the description. When you support the show, we have a merch store where you can buy an item that you like. If buying merch is not your thing and you just want to support the show directly, we also have links to those too, if you'd like. Thank you. Also, every comment is really appreciated. Credits in the description as well. Peace.